Hello everyone and welcome back to Timberborns. We are starting out. We have got, from where we left off last time, we've got the dam sort of somewhat started, but we did pause it because we had a drought. We are lacking on the amount of wood and trees we've got, and our farm, they're doing alright. Main problem at the moment is the amount of wood. As you can see up here, the drought has only just ended. We are only on day 1 of cycle number 2, but we're gonna get there. We've got a few things like more storage lined up to start having some work done on them. But at the moment, I think the main thing we need is our forester to really pick up the pace in planting the trees, and we just need the trees to grow. So we have gotten a few that are ready and almost going to be sort of getting going, and we're going to actually change the priority to be the birch instead, just because they grow the quickest of all our trees. So hopefully we'll actually start getting some trees going. We have got all our beavers in a house of some kind at the moment, and all our accommodation is full. So if we want to grow our population, we're going to have to build more houses. For now, I think we're good with where everything is, but we just need a lot more wood on the go. So I think these trees up here, they're going to be the things that, even though I didn't really want to, I wanted to use them as a bit of an area of, in an emergency, let's get more trees just where and when we need them. But I'm just gonna get all of them chopped down because we do in fact need them, and at the moment we have we have 2 beavers that aren't working. So let's just get through the night. Hopefully in the morning they build this lumberjack flag, and then we can actually start getting a few of these trees. They've not got a lot of wood in them, only 2 planks each, but two sets of planks is better than none. So just fast forward a bit faster through the night, and then they can sleep, wake up, and get ready to go. So as it's morning again, we'll just go back into normal speed. We are making planks at the moment, and we have got both water pumps going because our water, we do have a bit, but all 3 of our little water storages are currently empty, which isn't ideal. So we have got a beaver chopping down these trees already, which is a great start. But I think, looking at it, obviously wood and trees is the biggest problem we've got at the moment. As we've got a whole load of blueberry bushes here, I'm going to clear out this whole area, and then we're just going to turn this into another planting area so that we can get a few more trees, just because at the moment the main thing we are needing is wood and trees. So we're going to put it on the side, we're going to actually rotate it around that way, and then we're going to make that our number 1 priority for building at the moment. Is going to need a few logs to build, a total of 10, and then 7 planks, and we have 1, so we do need the planks. But we've got, well, two in storage, so once that gets to 7, I'm going to pause making the planks, will give us a few more jobs. I'm going to lower the priority of the gear workshop, even though we do eventually need it, for more water storage. For now, we're just going to let them build everything, and hopefully we can start getting a few more logs going. So our new forester is in, and we have a beaver starting to plant a few more trees. Just put them all as birch trees to start, just because that will get us the quickest wood, as they only take 7 days to grow. So by day 10 of this cycle, should have a few more trees. But unfortunately, a whole load of our beavers have just become very hungry. Luckily, I feel like our carrots are getting close to being done. Not really, but So hopefully we can maybe... I did delete a gatherer, so let's just put in one more gatherer flag here. Let's seriously high prioritize that and high prioritize the workplace just to get all of these berries, which means I am going to cancel the demolition or the teardown of a load of these just until a load of these blueberry bushes have grown, just because there's a bit of food in there which would be useful for our beavers to be eating. But as we are currently running low on wood still, it has increased a bit, but I don't think I want to prioritize getting the gears up just yet. I'm just gonna pause the we've still got the jobs, we have enough wood. I'm gonna leave that going. They can slowly build the gear workshop and then it'll hopefully be able to build the planks. But for now I think just getting some food actually on the go is probably going to be the most important thing. I might also try and grab a few of these berries just whilst these carrots carry on growing, because even though they only take 4 days, it's a little bit of time before they're going to be fully done. But the berries, they seem to have started the process to try and help, and we are starting to build more water storage, so that is... it's a good start, but not quite great yet. Do want the carrots to really take over and be the priority. So once I have enough, I will probably up the priority or the amount of workers for the carrots. And once these are grown, just so that there really is some food in, because that was nearly, or could still be, a bit of a problem for our beavers and our colony. And even the babies are hungry, which is not what we need. So let's just get through this next evening and hopefully we can get enough berries and a few more of these carrots grow ready for consumption. So the hunger levels, they're not great. Obviously a hunger reaver is not what we want, but they're not all the way full, so I don't think we're going to lose any, like that a few have died from old age. That's sad, but it's okay, we're not losing any for food, and these carrots are so close, so hopefully we can get them to fully grown and be ready. And I have just realised that in the last episode I had 12-hour working days. Don't want that, I need longer than that, so let's up it back up to the 16. And a few of these carrots are starting to grow, so as they hopefully harvest them, we'll be able to have some alternate food, and just more food will make the beavers more happy. And I think at the moment, because this is low priority, we can lower the workplace priority but up the construction priority, so that gets built before this water storage. So I think as these ones do slowly fill up, I think that's okay, leaving it mainly as sort of the little ones until this is done, because I need that before I can build the medium tank. Anyway, hopefully I'm going to sort of make it so I have 3 workers in here, and I am just going to I'm actually going to pause the planks and them just so that I can get 3 farmers on the go, and then I can just get that food even quicker. So hopefully they start eating the food. Like once you've picked these carrots, mister, feel free just to eat them straight away so you're not hungry, and then you'll farm even quicker. This one has eaten a few, had eaten a few carrots, or probably more likely berries, and wasn't starving, so was working faster. And the faster they work, the faster they will collect the food, and then the faster we'll be able to get them to survive and feed the rest of the colony. If only I could talk. Some of the pines are also growing, which is sort of a bit more stable log income, as it were, because each one of them has 2 in instead of the birches that only have 1. So hopefully the logs start to recover as well, and then I'll be able to unpause the flanker and also start really getting this dam going, because I still need, what, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120 logs to be able to fully build it. So I could probably do instantly, in a way, 1 lot dam piece, but that's not quite enough to really get it going, and everything else that's being built doesn't need logs, and I'm not changing any into planks, so I'm just in a stockpiling mode at the moment for logs, but I do just need the food to really keep them alive and going. And I think almost everyone now isn't starving. We've got maybe 3 beavers that are still hungry, and the rest are happy and have eaten some carrots, which is, I think, pretty good saving grace. I did increase the size of the farm by sort of, what, 3 rows, so hopefully as more grow, or as these ones start to be replanted and regrowing, we'll have more to come through. So yeah, I think we'll just wait and sort of get all of beavers no longer hungry and really try and get that stockpile of food up a bit, so hopefully we can actually store a few bits of food in the warehouse. So I've just changed a few jobs priority, so I've made both my water pumpers full priority all the time, same with my farmers, and I've also made this forester and this lumberjack, as I feel like they're going to be my main source of wood, for the time being at least, as super high or like high priority jobs, and then I've lowered a few others, so I've only got 1 builder currently. My science and stuff, they're sort of just neutral. I might actually make this one neutral as a job and just lower, no, still do need science to be coming in, so I'll keep them neutral, but I'll like lower the priority of this sort of forester as and when I feel like I need. As I have used all these berries, I'm still going to keep them, because 12 days to make berries versus these that are still growing, and then another 12 days for making or turning into berries from being a fully grown bush. I feel like our food situation has gotten better with these carrots having sprung up, so I am now going to change them. I would like to change them to priority planting, but I'm also tempted just to build another farm, 1 for planting, 1 for harvesting. But for now, I think the main thing we are actually going to do is we're going to finally unpause this dam, and we're going to just make it a new, slightly 1 high priority for building, and then sort of same for the rest of it, just so that that gets built, and then I will have water throughout the dry season, and I will also have the ability to start building more farms over this side of, I'm going to say, the river. Yeah, the river. It is a river going through. Don't know, in my head I started off by thinking, oh, I'm going to put another side of farming on this side of the lake, but it's not a lake, it's definitely a river. So yeah, we'll let them keep working at building that, and have stockpiled 100 logs. It's not quite enough to fully build everything, but it'll get me a good way there, and I still have trees that are growing and all these ones that are still getting chopped down. So do have 2 jobs that could like vacancies, so I'm going to pause these and keep them as like the emergency trees for later on, and for now, like, they assume we went as a builder, and hope that I have enough carrots and berries stored to get me through for a little while. Yeah, let's hope that they keep building this dam. So as a few of these trees have started growing, I've unpause this lumberjack if he starts chopping down a few trees. Great. I've also unmarked a load of these ones up here so they won't be chopped down, just so that for now they can be my little stay as my backup. These trees seem to be in a nice sort of rotation now of like they chop a tree down, this guy replants, and I think I've got enough that I'm okay for wood for now. And as the dam it's not quite done yet, but I only need what sort of say 20, 40, 60, 72 logs left, and I have 91 in storage at the moment. I'm pretty happy with how much it is there, so I'm going to unpause now the sort of power and the log production. I am going to just lower the priority of my two scientists so that hopefully they go in and start making a few more planks, and then they can get the gear workshop on the go, and then I can start getting some water storage on the go. Keeping the farm fully stacked, because once these grow up again in 5 days, or total of probably another day now, I can start getting the carrot storage back full again, because it has started depleted, but I still have plenty of berries for now to keep it going. And the dam is nearly done. I think the last 2 pieces to go in before it actually stops the water, and then it'll just be one more after that to secure a pathway over, and then I've got even more logs, even some oak trees and berries over here, which I can use when I feel like I need to. For now, I think they seem to be working away pretty nicely. The gear workshop is almost built, only 5 more planks. I've got 1 in storage at the moment. There's 1 plank or 2 in there, so I think very soon it should be done. Maybe another sort of day. Actually, once this plank is done, the gear workshop should, in theory, be able to get finished and built. So how's that plank going along? It's done, and the gear workshop is in. So for now, do I need any more for? I do need more for the log storage, so I'll let them make enough planks to fill up the gear workshop, and hopefully, or not the gear workshop, the gear workshop is done. Enough planks for the medium storage. It's quite a few more, but I have at the moment nice 69 logs in storage ready, and a few of these berry bushes are fully grown, so hopefully soon they will actually finish or produce some berries for us. But we do have a drought on the way, so I'm just going to slow it down, the speed of the game a little bit. I think we have got enough water, but I think we probably do need, will we need more? 105. I think food is probably going to be the thing that is the most challenging to sort out, so I think that can just carry on building. We'll be able to get the dam in, hopefully, because we have enough. Logs might just increase the amount of workers building, because wherever our log storage is, they have got a long way to go to move it, but I think we do have enough in. So having upped the priority of that, where have the beavers come from? Because apparently I have 4 jobs that need workers. 2 inventors. That's fine, I don't mind losing them. I guess it's probably, yeah, these 2 jobs. So that's the 4 jobs that are currently in needing vacancies. So part of me is tempted to build 1 more house. That'll give me 3. That would almost cover all my jobs. But I think for now I don't mind having no science on the developing and blanks, or no wood there, because this seems to be coping with the sort of supply and demand that I'm after. And I've got 4, Still need quite a few, but I think, and then they need to get turned into gears eventually. So for now, we're just going to prioritise getting this dam piece in. Only 8 more, and we've got 3 days to do it. I think we should be fine. We should be able to keep all of this area nice and green, which will mean we can keep the carrots going and alive. So I think for now we'll speed up until the drought hits, and then we'll see how the drought affects us, whether it does or not. So I think even though it's sped up, I think the water does seem to flow through this gap here quite badly. So they are just building this last dam, and that will be a full-on blockage of the water. So hopefully, I think the water level does seem to be rising a little bit. It won't flood because it'll go through the dam, but yeah, once that's in full logs, and plenty of time before the dam, we should be fine to survive this coming drought. So 4 more logs, we're so close. Want to see what happens to the water. Does the level rise up instantly and quickly, or does it take a little while? Or does it just keep flowing as if there's nothing there stopping it? It's kind of expecting more from it, like flow, but I suppose when we hit the drought and it drops down a little bit, that's when we'll see the real difference of this dam and the water. All flowing through on this side, not so much on this side, but fast flowing water could be better, could be worse. So we've lowered the amount of builders we have back down to 2, as currently this is the only thing we have needing to be built, and it's now full of planks, so we just need to stockpile, I suppose, 20 planks so that we can turn them all straight into gears afterwards. So once I see that I have 20 planks, I'll pause the planker, turn on the gear workshop, and then hopefully after that we'll be able to pretty quickly build the rest of this medium tank. And then I think I'm going to start planning out what I want over this side. I think start off with more farmland and maybe some more food based things like the grill, so I can get grilled potatoes, maybe a set of trees so I can get chestnuts. For now, I think getting the grill, does the grill take power, or I think it takes wood to burn, so I think without any water wheels or anything like that. But now we've hit the drought, I'm curious to see what happens with our water and our dam. It is holding, so it's gone all dry on this side, but no water is going through the dam, and the level seems to have still be pretty high. So I'm going to leave the water pumping going, because I don't think it should dry up enough. It's only a 3-day drought, so hopefully nothing should die. The carrots, they're all still watered, and we have got a decent-ish stockpile. Could be higher. So I think, yeah, we're just going to let our beavers sort of work away and still just plan how many planks and how many gears we have. I should probably at some point build a path. If I select to build the path to the gear workshop, and I am just going to pause it for now until I do have enough planks, because I have half of them, but I do need 20, and I don't want to have too many jobs or too many beavers sitting around doing nothing like this one. So yeah, let's, I suppose, whilst we're in the drought, start planning out where and what we're going to build for on this side. So I think farmhouse, I'm going to have it off to the side, but somewhere relatively central. I don't know how much of those trees I'm going to want to take out, so I don't know. I think if I have it that way, it takes up, it gives me more room, and that would actually give me all of the green area. So I think it may, even though it seems a bit in the middle, put it here for future planning. And then we're going to also do a grill next to it, and then just need a nice path going pretty much in a straight line, and then in both sides there, and then this side I think I'm gonna start with potatoes. Who doesn't love potatoes? They go in everything. Boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew, as Samwise Gamgee once said. And I am just going to have a path going through potatoes to there, so I can put a gatherer flag on this one for getting these berries, and then after I've got rid of the berries, I think I'll then go chop down these trees. So I do think this area will be my main source of wood, and then if needed I can maybe move somewhere else, but at the moment there's not very much space on this map for expanding wood storage until later on. Wood storage, wood farming. My words are all twisted today, but as I am now going to be needing, that's another 3. I think that's 1 worker, so that's 4 workers, and I'm already struggling to have enough workers. I am going to build 2 more houses as well, just up here, and let's just connect those 2 with paths. Again, they're not going to be a super high priority for building, but eventually I will. I don't know what is needed for this. Is it just logs? 25 logs to build a grill. That doesn't seem too bad. And then 25 logs again for the farm. So all in all, what, 50 logs there for them. And I'm still only needing 5 more planks, which is effectively 5 more logs. So I could stop all my lumberjack beavers for now, and I'd be fine. Except for that, potentially the houses. I forgot I just built them. But for now, things are looking good. Water level is still pretty high. I'm not too worried about that, and everything is watered, so things are still growing. At the moment, it kind of feels like we're not even in a drought. One thing I will need for, I suppose, my potato side of the river is I'm going to want some storage for raw potatoes, so let's have a look. Potatoes, and then I'm just going to want some storage for them once they've been grilled, because if you're going to be cooking potatoes and making potatoes, don't want beavers to walk all the way back into this area to walk all the way back to grill them, so build a bit of storage close by. So I do actually now need even more logs, but I can't turn everything off. But I have got the 20 planks I need, so we're now going to turn the gear workshop on. Turn it on and then back off again. Put that as neutral. Where are my workers? Put it up as 1. Don't know where it's taken a worker from. Potentially over here. So hopefully they can start getting the gears going out to build my medium water tank, and I am going to store water in there because we do need a little bit more. This farm is done, built, so I do kind of ideally need a few more beavers, so that someone can work it in there. So I'm going to actually super high prioritize the building of one of the houses, because that will hopefully, once people grow up, or beavers grow up, have 3 new workers, and that could hopefully cover either just this farmhouse or a few of the others, and then I can put 1 beaver into there. Yeah, the water tank is finally getting gears. When the sun rises this morning, the drought is gonna be over. Forgot the word, and my brain today is all over the place. So hopefully soon we'll have a few more beavers. I feel like I had 3 beavers being born last night, and so I'm actually going to up the priority of this house as well, just so we get a few more. There is a risk that getting 3 new beavers later on I'll have a sudden going to say mass exodus of beavers dying, because they'll all die of old age at the same time, as long as I can keep them fed and watered enough until that happens. Ooh, a few trees are getting flooded because of the dam placement, but they seem, all in all, relatively happy. I suppose here, if I just demolish that, I could get water into there, which wouldn't do much for me, but it would do a bit, but it's too far out of range for my beavers anyway, so I think for now that is fine. I am also going to have a quick look at some more well-being items. Do I have stairs yet? I don't. I need stairs. Let's unlock some stairs for 70 science, and then I think round the back of the houses I'm gonna put a set of stairs up there for now, because I'm gonna unlock and start putting in a few of these science, no, well-being, a rooftop terrace up here, just so my beavers can have a few more of the fun entertainment things. And then for decorations, we're gonna build some, I suppose if I do a 2x2 house, all the beavers have to go through that, so I'm gonna also build a 2x1 roof in that slot, just so that we get a few more aesthetic points, because I believe with where the stairs are, every single beaver when they wake up in the morning is going to go through that little area, and that'll just help everyone's happiness. So no recipe selected, let's get some grilled potatoes going, and then no worker, that's okay. Hopefully with these two houses going in, they'll grow up and be happy to work as a farm and in the grill eventually. For now, I think we've got ourselves through another drought. We've got a few fun and decorative things planned. We are gonna, I think, next time, as long as I remember, we're gonna try and work on a few more fun and aesthetic things just to get the beavers happier than ever, and finish building our sort of water storage. But for now, I think I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.